You might know him as the bald, lollipop-sucking detective from the hit show Kojak, but Telly Savalas was far more than just a TV tough guy. At the height of his fame, he was a Hollywood A-lister, a family man, and a symbol of charisma. But behind the spotlight was a life filled with heartbreak, loss, and a fall from fame that left even his mansion abandoned. Today we uncover the rise, fall, and hidden legacy of one of television's most iconic stars, Telly Savalas. Born Aristoteles Savalas in 1922 to Greek immigrant parents, Telly was raised in a tight-knit working-class family in New York. Despite humble beginnings, he was incredibly bright, earning a psychology degree and serving in World War II. That sharp mind would later give him an edge in acting, but his road to Hollywood wasn't easy. He didn't even start acting until his 30s. Then came his breakout role in Birdman of Alcatraz, 1962, which earned him an Oscar nomination. But it was in 1973, when Kojak hit TV screens, that Savalas truly became a household name. The no-nonsense New York cop with a heart of gold and a love for Tootsie Pops became a cultural phenomenon. As his fame skyrocketed, so did his personal life complications. Telly was married 3 times and had 6 children. His first marriage to college sweetheart Catherine Nicolades produced a daughter, Christina, but ended in 1957 after struggles with finances and the stress of early career failure. Then came Marilyn Gardner, a theater teacher. Their love sparked in the world of regional theater. Together, they had 2 daughters, Penelope and Candace. But Telly's career soon took off, and with it came long work hours and long absences. They divorced in 1974. In 1969, while filming the James Bond movie On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Telly met actress Sally Adams. She already had a young daughter, Nicolette Sheridan, who'd later become a TV star herself. Sally and Telly never married, but they had a son, Nicholas, and lived as a family for nearly a decade. The end was bitter. In 1980, Sally filed a highly publicized palimony lawsuit, seeking financial support for herself, their son, and Nicolette, arguing Telly had acted as a father figure. Still, Telly stayed involved in his children's lives, never turning away from his role as a dad. In the final act of his love life, Telly Savalas found something rare, true and lasting devotion. In the late 1970s, he met Julie Hovland, a beautiful and kind-hearted travel agent from Minnesota. Far removed from the glitz of Hollywood, Julie brought a grounding presence into Telly's whirlwind life. Despite the nearly 30-year age gap, their connection was deep and genuine. They married in 1984 and had 2 children, Christian and Ariana. Telly, now in his 60s, embraced fatherhood in a way he hadn't earlier in life. He often gushed about his children in interviews, saying they gave him a new sense of purpose and softened his famously tough exterior. Julie stood by Telly through declining health and the painful losses of his mother and brother. While the media often focused on his past relationships and lawsuits, Julie remained quietly supportive, never seeking the spotlight. Their daughter Ariana went on to become a successful singer and performer, known for her theatrical cabaret style. Their son, Christian, pursued creative endeavors as well, keeping the Savalas name alive in entertainment. In July, Telly finally found the love and stability he'd spent a lifetime searching for. Proof that sometimes the greatest roles come not from a script, but from real life. At the height of his fame in the 70s, Telly lived large, literally. His home in Beverly Hills was a reflection of the man himself, elegant, bold, and unmistakably Greek. From plush leather furniture and Greco-Roman art to a lavish backyard with a pool and sprawling patio, the estate was pure Hollywood glamour. It wasn't just a home, it was a symbol of success. Here, he entertained guests, played poker, and enjoyed family life. Yet after his death, the once vibrant home became abandoned, its halls silent, its gardens overgrown. A haunting reminder of how fame fades and fortunes change. Telly Savalas passed away on January 22, 1994, from complications of prostate and bladder cancer. He was 72. Fittingly, he spent his final years at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City. right next to the studios where his career had flourished. He had lived there for 2 decades, and the bar was even renamed Telly's in his honor. His funeral was held at St. Sophia Greek Orthodox Cathedral, with stars like Jennifer Aniston, Frank Sinatra, Angie Dickinson, and Don Rickles in attendance. His final resting place is Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, among many of Hollywood's greats. But Telly was more than an actor. He was a world-class poker player, finishing 21st in the 1992 World Series of Poker. He loved horse racing, vintage cars, and romantic novels. He brought electricity to his family's ancestral village in Greece and frequently supported Greek Orthodox churches in Los Angeles. He was even named godfather to Jennifer Aniston, a testament to the deep friendships he maintained within Hollywood's inner circle. Telly's life was also touched by tragedy. His younger brother George, who played Detective Stavros on Kojak, died of leukemia in 1985. The loss devastated him. Then, in 1988, his beloved mother Christina passed away, the woman he'd credited as the guiding light of his life. These losses, coupled with declining health, ushered in a quieter chapter for the once vibrant star. His death marked not only the end of an era for fans of classic television, but also the closing chapter of a deeply human story. One full of ambition, love, missteps, and redemption. Perhaps the most poetic symbol of Telly's legacy is his abandoned mansion. Once a place of laughter, family dinners, and celebrity parties, it now stands silent. Nature has reclaimed it. Paint peels from the walls, ivy creeps up the sides, and the luxury of old Hollywood lies in ruins. The home, like its former owner, once captured the spotlight and now tells a quieter story. One of how even the brightest stars can fade into memory. Telly Savalas left behind far more than a bald head, a lollipop, and the unforgettable catchphrase, "Who loves ya, baby?" When he passed away on January 22, 1994, just one day after his 72nd birthday, the world lost a man whose legacy stretched across television, film, music, and family. Financially, Savalas had amassed a net worth estimated around $5 million at the time of his death. But what he truly left behind was a legacy of resilience, charisma, and complex charm. His portrayal of Lieutenant Theo Kojak redefined TV detectives, tough, stylish, and deeply human. He also left his mark on film, with standout roles in The Dirty Dozen, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and Escape to Athena. Personally, he left behind 6 children from different relationships, each of whom carried a piece of his larger-than-life persona. His youngest children, Christian and Ariana, with Julie Hovland, were especially close to him in his final years. Ariana followed his footsteps into show business, while Christian became a musician and voice actor. Even decades later, fans still celebrate Telly Savalas, not just as Kojak, but as a symbol of old-school cool. He left behind a name, a presence, and a voice that remains unforgettable. Telly Savalas was more than just Kojak. He was a father, a friend, a lover, and a legend. His story is one of soaring success, painful losses, and ultimate humanity. From Beverly Hills mansions to abandoned ruins, from Hollywood sets to poker tables, Telly lived a life that was nothing short of cinematic. So the next time you hear that gravelly voice or see that iconic bald head, remember the man behind the badge and the legacy he left behind. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of a Hollywood icon, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories from the golden age of fame. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite Telly Savalas moment? And who should we cover next? Until then, stay curious. And remember, who loves you, baby?